Hello YouTube, this is my first actual proper video that isn't an introduction. So basically I'm just going to be reviewing a film I saw on Netflix a few days ago. And this film is VHS. Okay, well I'm just going to say that it's a found footage anthology movie, which when I first heard about this, alarm bells were ringing in my head because I'm not a big fan of found footage films and whatever. So yeah, I didn't like Paranormal Activity. Well, I did like the first Paranormal Activity. It was good for what it was and whatever. But I'm really not a big fan of found footage films. So yeah. Okay. Well, the film is about like this group of thuggish, crookish people that are just complete twats, and they get sent to this house to go pick up a VHS tape. And once they pick this tape up, they're going to get paid and whatever for the tape. And you're not told much about what the tape is, what tape it is rather. You're just told that they've got to go pick it up, and they're videoing going to pick it up and whatever. And that. Okay, so they go to this house and they start like looking for VHS tapes because they want to find the one they're looking for and whatever. So they start watching them one by one. So the first one is about like the first VHS tape they watch is about a group of people that are gonna go out and get pissed basically, and they video it on like what are it, like a pair of glass cam or whatever. It's basically Google Glass, but older and whatever. So they video it, and they all go out, they pick up this really, really awkward girl who's just a bit not, there's something not right about her and whatever, and they take her back to their not apartment, it's like a hotel room for the night. So they do and whatever, and it all goes tits up. They find out that there's definitely something not right about her, and she basically starts killing them and ripping them apart while they're having sex and stuff, which is really, really put me off. Yeah. So yeah, that's really, really awkward and whatever. So that's really, really put me off now. Lol. Back on track, and one of the blokes gets away, but he's followed by this Finn, and the film ends, and you don't know if he survives or what, because like the pair of glasses fall on the floor. So that brings us on to the second VHS film or VHS tape they watch, which is about a group about a husband and wife that go on a like second or honeymoon, I think it is, and they go to some place in Texas, and they're being stalked by this random weird creepy girl that breaks into their hotel room and videos them in their sleep. So yeah, this story goes on, and it's just about what they do on their second honeymoon and whatever. And then at the end, this weird woman kills the husband by sticking a knife right through his like upper jaw, and it kind of comes through, and it's like, ee! And he's like choking on his own blood, and the wife, it appears to be, is behind it as well. So not only is it some weird lesbo relationship, it seems to be, and the end scene is of that VHS tape is them escaping, and she says to the other person, how do you write this? So it shows that they want to get rid of that, the evidence and stuff on the video camera. Okay, well, the third VHS tape is about a group of, I would say, teenagers or early 20 of, I don't know, but they seem quite young, and they go to this forest, and then they kind of go there, and they basically, sorry my S3's gone, they're basically hunted by these, or this thing that apparently killed people there before, and only this weird creepy girl knows about it, and slowly they all get killed off one by one and whatever. So yeah, pretty much. So pretty much a found footage slasher flick thing. I don't know. It's good for what it was, kind of thing. The film could have done without it. They didn't really need it. Okay, well, the fourth VHS film they watch is about a Skype call between a boyfriend and girlfriend, and it's a long distance relationship and whatever. And it's basically, she thinks her house is haunted, so they set up, or she basically Skypes him every time she hears noises and stuff, and you find out there's a twist that he's actually behind it, kind of thing. So yeah, that's that one. That was okay-ish, I guess. So the last actual VHS tape they watch is about a group of, like, people, all men, go to like this Halloween, or they think there's going to be a Halloween haunted party at this house. So they go there, and basically they go there, and they're a bit confused because no one's there. So they just think it's later on tonight. But then they look around the house and whatever for a little while, and then they go upstairs, and then they realise this ain't not right, and then they go into the attic or loft or whatever you call them now, and they find out that there's been some weird ritual sacrifice thing done, and and there's this girl tied up. They will kick the shit out of the people that have done it, and they rescue this girl. They stick, but then they escape. But as they escape, there's this weird shit going on, like fucking the door seals itself up. It's just a big mindfuck. Hands start coming out of walls. It's just messed. Well, not messed, but it's just freaky when you're watching that at 3 o'clock in the morning, and you're seeing hands coming out of walls, trying to touch them, doors, windows closing in on them and shit like that. It's just freaky. But then they get back, they escape somehow, and they get back into their car with the girl, and they're driving away, but then they realise, they stop, and the girl ain't sitting next to them, and they look out the window, and the girl's out the car, and she's over the other side of the road, but they're stuck on the level crossing, and the train's coming towards them, and the train hits them, and the tape ends. And that, but then that, and then that ends, and they go back to the thing, but then you don't really find out what happens to the people in the version I watched on Netflix. I'm talking about the thuggish people, twatish people that are actually looking for the VH. It just ends, and I think they're all dead in that. So yeah, that's pretty much VHS summed up and whatever. Sorry if I've missed stuff out, but it was just a film I just watched and wanted to review it quickly, and that overall I would give VHS a 3 out of 5 stars, just because it's another one of them found footage films. But I've got to admit, I put it up to 3 stars because it's a different take on a VHS on a found footage film. It's an anthology film as well. So if it was just a one long found footage horror film, it would have been really boring, and I probably would have given it like 1 or 2 stars, if that. But overall, it's a good film and that, but I don't recommend it because it's a found footage film. Okay, if you're a fan of films like Blair Witch Project, Paranormal Activity, and other such films like that, okay, go ahead, watch it, but I'm not recommending this and whatever. So thank you for watching my video review of VHS.